Hello everyone, this is from Gokul Global University, Faculty Gokul College of Commerce and Management, Department Commerce and Management, Class BCom and BBA second semester, Subject Business Communication 2. Today's topic is Job Application. It is prepared by Dr. Preeti Mishra, Associate Professor from Gokul Global University. Today I am going to teach you two main contents. First one is resume and second one is job application. Resume. You know the meaning of resume? Let me discuss in this presentation. A resume is a French word which means summary, that is summary of a person's work life. It means short description of a candidate profile. Resume is the most common document that required from job applicants or student who face interview. It means this is the most popular document for applying job, so the job seeker submit this document at the time of facing interview. The job seeker means the person who are unemployed and apply for a job. Now coming to the next slide. Definition of resume. According to Wikipedia, a resume is a document used and created by a person to present their background, skills and accomplishments. It means the personal data sheets attached with an application for a job is generally known as resume. A resume is a factual as well as persuasive summary of a person, education, employment, background, job qualification and other relevant personal details. It is a written document. It can be used for the variety of reasons, but most often they are used to secure new employment. All the job advertisement ask for the resume of the applicant. Even in the walk-in interview, the candidate is expected to carry resume along with the other relevant document. This is a secure job document. Mostly the candidate secure a new employment, that's why using this type of document. What is CV? CV means curriculum vitae. Curriculum vitae is a Latin word meaning course of life. It defines it is a long application document and it may be contain 5-6 pages long. It means a curriculum vitae is a longer minimum 5 page and the maximum more pages are included. More detail of your background and skills. It covers in the depth all information including academic background, research, experience, award, honors, publication, teaching, voluntary experience and other specific achievements are also included in the CV. So as with the resume, you may need different version of a CV for a different type of position like a resume. A CV should include your name, contact information, education, skill, experience, owner, publication, teaching, voluntary experience and other specific accomplishment. Both the resume and the CV are almost similar in structure and content. Now coming to the next slide, resume, format and style. First point is easy and understandable. It means use a simple and direct writing skills and style. Second one is use short, crisp and effective title and phrases. It means start with action verbs and always use a crispy material in the resume. Third one is use bullet points It means break up the text by using heading proper, underline or highlights in the bold key points. Fourth one is avoid negativity. Do not mention any negativity points in your resume. Means never show your weakness in the resume. I can't do, for example, I can't do this work. Never say no. Like these words are not used in the resume. Fifth point, use good quality paper. It means use good quality papers. No use colorful paper. Always use white color paper in the formal resume, and leave a plenty of white space. It shows the positiveness and show the positive strength. Next point is 1 or 2 pages. Your resume always try to write the resume in a 1 or 2 page, not more, because the person read this resumes and feeling bored. So this is the resume format and style. Next point is no hobbies. This is the 7th point. It means you never mention your hobbies, because if you are applying for the job but there is no need to discuss the hobbies, so do not mention your hobbies in the resume. 8th point is selecting a resume and the font size. Font and size. Your font size is a proper, like a minimum size is 12, and always show the font in Times Roman, Calibri, using like a font size as a formal way in the resume. 9th is check grammar, mistakes, spelling and punctuation mark. In resume, you never do any mistake, because it show the red flag in your resume. 10th point, no lies. Please, it means do not show any wrong thing in your resume, like I can do everything, I this is a very possible work for me. Like, do not use these types of word in the resume, and never talk and never mention the lie statement in your resume. Now coming to the next slide, contents of a resume. First content is heading, name, address, mobile number, email address, etc. Second is career objective. Third one is education and training, work experience, relevant skills, activity achievement, personal data, references. These all contents are used in the resume. The resume of a candidate must bring out strongest and most impressive details related to the qualification or to the achievement. A resume should basically focus on the strength of the candidate. First one is heading. In the resume, the most common thing is consist of name, address, phone number, email ID at the top of the page and the central aligned. If there is a specific job in the mind, then two can be mentioned as a part of heading. For example, qualification of Mrs. Ranjita, legal counselor. Second objective, career objective. Usually, the career objective is offered to give an idea about the candidate main goal and aim in the long term. Desired position in the current organization, as well as he show his interest and show the main objective. For example, looking for a assistant professor in the education industry. These history should be mentioned in the career objectives. Third point is education and training. If a candidate is developing CV as a fresh graduate or postgraduate and does not have much work experience, then probably education will strongest selling point. Should be listed first. The candidate should also discuss the qualification thoroughly and highlights visually. For example, reverse chronological order should be followed in this education and training. Means a job seeker or the candidate must list all other related educational or training experiences. Fourth point, work experience. In this point, all the relevant work experience should be mentioned in the resume. The employer is a clear idea whether the candidate has a necessary ability to tackle the present job. And mention the work experience should include in the following points like name and organization of employer, what are the organizations is involved, what kind of services involved in the organization, your designation in the previous organization, the total time period that you have worked there, the specific duties and responsibility assigned you, significant achievement and the contribution at the current workplaces. The candidate can also include detail on the voluntary work, internship, student teaching, research project, summer and part-time jobs. Now coming to the next point, relevant skill. The candidate should describe other miscellaneous facts that relates to her the career objective, such as language skills, computer skills should be included after the work experience. Sixth point is activity and achievement. In this point, the candidate is generally expected to describe any voluntary activities and never force anyone, such as college activities, community services, professional associations, seminars and workshops, achievements, awards and honors, etc. Next point is personal data. The candidate personal data such as his name, marital status, gender, nationality should be mentioned in the resume. And do not mention your religion because this can lead to discrimination. Any of these details can be avoided if the candidate feels that they can be lead to some bias. The candidate must mention his hobbies, travel experience, personal characteristic, particular if they suggest qualities that relate to career goals. Next point is references. The employer often asks for academic transcript, sample of candidate work or letter of a recommendation to prior to interview. The candidate should be ready to provide these documents as they increase the chances of getting the job. Many employers prefer to have actual references on the resume who can be contacted in order to verify the detail that have been provided by the candidate. The candidate is expected to provide minimum 2 and the maximum 4 references. While giving the references, keep the following points in mind. Give the name of academics and the professional associate but not relatives. Provide name, a title, an address and telephonic number, an email address for each references. Next is sample of resume. In this format, you can see the first center aligned. Then mention current address and the permanent address with photographs. Then mention education. It means mention your qualification, your latest degree in a chronological order, your course name, name of the university, year of the passing, percentage should be mentioned in the education skill. Then mention computer skills and other skills like other languages. You have knowledge of German, French languages, so mention in the resume. Then relevant experience. If you have mention your experience in always in chronological order, means you have working current job, like mention your name of the organization and how many years you have worked, what kind of work you have done, what is your designation in the previous organization. You have mentioned in the work experience. Then mention your honors and activity. So this is a sample of resume. So this is one more another sample and the example of resume. You see in this example, first of all in the sample you see your resume means your name, then contact information, then mention your objective means main goal and the aim in the long term, means you just mention offer to give an idea about the candidate's goal and the aim in the long term use. Then education, you just mention education, experience, honors and activities, relevant skills of computer languages, etc. So this is the basic example and the sample of resume. Now come to the next slide, types of resume. There are 4 types of resume: basic resume, chronological resume, functional resume, targeted resume. First one is basic resume. This type of resume is ideal for those who do not have any work experience. It contains the basic information like contact detail, education, activities, skills, interests, summer, part-time job, etc. It means basic resume means only fresher job seekers may apply or may using this basic resume. They just mention the name, address, means those person or candidate who just really pass out and totally freshers are using basic resumes. And they do not have a single experience. The basic information is used in the basic resume. Second one is chronological resume. The chronological resume format has detail about your objective, skills, educational detail and experience history in the chronological order. You know the meaning of chronological? Chronological means mention in your resume your experience, educational qualification in the latest to previous. This is a bread and butter choice for the most job seeker. Chronological order is the most simple format. Then chronological order of resume is best suited for those who have a lots of career related experience. It is the most commonly used resume format among the job seeker. This can be called a reverse chronological resume. Now coming to the next type of resume. Third is functional resume. Functional resume, it is the resume format where the skills and achievements are focal point. It means the functional resume focuses on your skills and experience rather than your chronological work history. It is typically by job seeker who are changing careers, second who have gap in their employment history, and third one is who have to work history that not directly related to job. Fourth one is combination resume. It looks like the skill based functional resume format. A combination resume focuses on the applicant's skills and ability. It means the functional resume format is based on skill, but the combination resume focuses and the center the applicant skill and ability. Now coming to the next slide, job application. What is job application? You know the meaning of job application? Let me discuss. What is job application letter? According to Kubel and other, a letter of application is a message designed to inform the reader of your desire for a position in her organization and to request an interview for that position. It means job seeker offer to sell his or her labor and services for a return. This application for employment act as a personal advertisement. Job application contain job seeker personal data like name, address, qualification and experience along with her appeal for the job. These days, it is generally written in the form of an email. A job application highlights your interest and the reason for applying for the job in the short and crisp manner. The application letter is a document in which the candidate sells his/her skill and services. The application letter is a form of advertisement. Key features of an effective advertisement should be persuasive. An application letter is a kind of sales letter. An application letter should be in written only for those jobs that suit the profile and in which the candidate fit. If the company requires a smart, young marketing executive with the good communication and the people skill, and the candidate is someone who has a reserved and laid back nature, then should be not apply for it. A job application letter has an interesting blend of the feature of a personal letter and a sales letter. Now coming to the next slide, types of employment of application letter. Before the type of employment application letter, let me again discuss the job application is also known as cover letter. A well-written job application letter makes your profile stand out and increase your chance for getting selected for an interview. The content of the job application must demonstrate your interest in the job and communicate to the recruiter why you are fit for the profile. When the candidate apply for a job, then they must attach and should be sent or uploaded with your resume. While your resume offer a history of your work experience and an outline of your skills and accomplishment. The job application letter you send to an employer explain why you are qualified for the position and should be selected for an interview. Writing this letter can seem like a challenging task. If you take it one step at the time, you will soon be an expert writing application letter to send with your resume. So now coming to the next slide, types of employment application. There are two types of job application. First one is solicited application and unsolicited application. Solicited application. When one sends a letter knowing that an opening exists in a company, this is called solicited letter of an application. It means when a job application is written in response to the advertisement given by the employer, it is known as solicited application. This application is submitted in response to the invitation from the employer. Second is unsolicited application. When one sent a letter not knowing whether an opening exists in a company, the letter is called unsolicited application. It means unsolicited application is written for unannounced vacancy. It is also known as prospecting application. In this situation, the job seeker assumes that any job vacancy may be created in the organization in near future. This type of job application help in the job seekers to tap into the hidden job market. In some cases, the companies create position to hire a well qualified person who is on the market. Therefore, in an unsolicited application, the applicant tried to create an employer's attention and interest. Now coming to the next PPT, essential for good covering letters. First one is job requirement. The job requirement, first of all, we just considered the covering letter has one purpose: to attract the attention of your prospective employer, to make him interested in your resume and get you can call for a job interview. The applicant must focuses on this letter. It means the application letter must focuses on these points. First one is job requirement. First is job requirement specified by the employer like qualifications, skills, experience, etc. Second is formal tone. The tone of the letter should be friendly but formal. Do not use slang languages, abuse words in this letter. Third one is personal information. The personal information that is not relevant to the job should be omitted. Fourth is error. The letter should be edited carefully to make sure that there is no error. The style and the layout is very important. Avoid grammatical and spelling errors. Use good quality paper and printing. Take care not to crumble the edges and the stain of the paper. Covering the letter should not appear overloaded with information. Enough white space should be left on the both sides of the pages so it looks appealing to the eye. Next point is cover single page. Keep the cover letter to a single page. 3 paragraph is ideal for covering letter. Do not use the same covering letter while applying at a different places. Now coming to the format and contents of an application letter. An application letter has the same parts of a business letter and the three main sections. The main sections and the elements included in the job application letter are: first one is heading. Heading means organization that produce the letter. A letter of an application should be begin with both your and the employer sender's contact information like name, address, phone number, email, etc., followed by the date. If there is an email rather than an actual letter, include your contract information at the end of the letter after your signature. Second point is inside address. This inside address is the second standard part of a business letter. Skip a line after the heading before the inside address. Skip another line after the inside address before the greeting. It comes after the heading before the salutation. This inside address is the receiver address. It includes the name of the person's home address, or by the person business title, department if applicable, and company name and the company address. For example, Mrs. Arpita Jain, the Director of Communication, Warli College, 27 Delegate Road, Jaipur, Rajasthan 313008. Very important thing is no comma is used at the end of each line of the address. It should always be written in the left side of the page. Third one is subject and reference. The subject line of your job application letter email should be catchy, brief, and to the point. Remember, many companies included subject line guidelines in their job alert post. If they do not, so stick to it. If not, make sure your subject line informs the reader about the job you are applying for. For example, job application for the assistant professor in the management department. If you are sending an email reference, list the name of the person you are writing reference for in the subject line. A reference letter is used to endorse someone and provide an overview of their skill, ability, knowledge, and characteristic. These letters are often required during the job or academic application. Fourth is salutation. This is your polite greeting. The most common salutation is Dear, Mr., Mrs., followed by the person last name. For example, Mr. Mehta, Mr. Bajaj. Find out more about the appropriate cover letter salutation, including what to do if you do not know the person name or if you are unsure of a contact gender. So, Dear Sir and Ma'am will be used. Next point is fifth point, body of the letter. It is mainly divided into three categories. In the first paragraph, you will want to mention the job you are applying for and where you saw the job listing, and start by mentioning the job role you are interested in and how you found out about it. Second paragraph, that is called next paragraph, are the most important part of the letter, remembering how you gathered all that information about what the employers were seeking and how you could meet their needs. This is where you will share those relevant details on your experience and accomplishments. For example, highlight your qualification, skill, experience and achievement that are relevant to the job you are applying for. In the third paragraph, the last paragraph of the body of letter will be thank you are the employer. You can also follow offer up the information and express that you are eager to meet and discuss the further jobs further. And last point is complimentary close. It means the closing salutation. Sign off your email with a polite close such as best or sincerely, warm regards, followed by your name, signature at the end of job application letter with your signature handwritten, followed by your typed name. If this is an email, simply include your typed name followed by your contact information. This is a sample of job application letter or email. If it's considered as an email, we just mention the receiver address. But in the email, we do not mention. Firstly, we mention the sender's address, then mention the subjects. If you are sending one more person or more than one person, then mention in the CC. Then mention salutation like dear sir, madam, or recipient name like Mr. Mehta, Mr. Jain, etc. This is a form regarding your advertisement published. This is a body paragraph, body of letter, first paragraph, then mention second paragraph, then mention third paragraph, then thank you, then closing salutation, yours sincerely, your name, mobile number, email ID is already mentioned in the email. Next, the sample of letter of job application. If we are write down a letter, not email, so this is the sample of job application letter. Firstly, the receiver address not mentioned. Firstly, the person who is sending the letter, mention here the sender address, then date, then receiver address, then salutation, then body of letter, then greetings, then closing salutation with name and signature should be mentioned in the sample of job application letter. Thank you guys.